Hi guys, it is Pila here. If it is your first time you come across my YouTube channel, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Also comment where you're watching this video from as well. Huh? Sharp fade. Um, let's look at gold today. Let us look at gold today. Let us look at gold. Let's see what is happening in gold. Let's see what is happening in gold. There are things that I also want you guys to see or learn. Let me just say it. There are things that I want you guys to learn. I've mentioned this thing before. I said, whenever the market is approaching support or the market is approaching resistance, your job is to check how many touches you have on that support, how many touches you have on that resistance. Why am I saying so? Yesterday, I was just scrolling and I was just scrolling on TikTok. As I was scrolling, I came across someone's live. You know that everyone is always live on TikTok. So I stumbled upon someone's live. I checked what they were doing. He was selling gold. He was selling gold. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. Remember, you just watch and say nothing and move on. So now, if you look at gold, let's start from 3 months and get the overall trend of gold. It shows that our gold is pushing to the upside. Hence, you can see that. Right. Now, as much as gold is pushing to the upside, what we're going to do here, we'll just wait and observe what is going to happen, right? So now, gold shows on 3 months that it is pushing up. Again, if it's your first time you come across my YouTube channel, I've mentioned how to use time frames as well. If I'm on 3 months chart, it means one candlestick represent 3 months, one candlestick represent 3 months, etc., etc., etc. Okay, sharp. Now that we can see that the market is pushing to the upside, let's move to monthly time frame just to check what is happening on monthly time frame. Monthly time frame, we don't have much information again, but the information is more or less the same. Therefore, that means we have to move to weekly to check what is happening. Our main concern is here right now. This is our main concern. This is the only thing that we have right now that will determine where the market's going to go, whether the market will come down or the market will go up. Let's move to smaller time frame to verify that this is monthly time frame. We're moving to weekly time frame. Always remember, take your time. Don't rush. This is weekly time frame. Some of you can spot one of the pattern that we always use. If you know the pattern, please tell me the pattern in the comment section. But eventually I have to show you the pattern, but you can just mention it if you see it. I'll just highlight it. I won't say anything. Now you can see what happened here. It's a new candlestick. It's a new candlestick. It's another candlestick. What does that mean to us? Everything straight to the point. What do you do? You wait for the market to come back and test, and that's when you're gonna execute. Use your line chart so that you can see almost everything. Let's go to the line chart. Can you see what happened here? What is our next move now? Expecting the market to continue to the upside. Okay, sharp. This is weekly time frame. Always remember, don't rush. Take your time. On this particular time frame, I also noticed that we have a trend line. Now, what is it you got? You have a trend line that is pushing up. You have the pattern that is pushing up. If you know the pattern, please leave a comment and let me know which pattern is that. Now, both of these are pushing the market way up. Can you see that? Okay, good. Let's move. Moving to smaller time frame, moving to daily time frame now. I have to adjust the trend line. There we go. Now that we are on daily time frame, pay attention to your left-hand side. What else do you see? Which pattern is this one now? Use your line chart. Here we go. This is the accurate one. It comes from the left-hand side, breaker structure, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sharp. Which pattern is this one that I just highlighted here? You can mark it as a zone. If you know, just leave a comment and let me know which one is this one. Here we go again. You can also mark it as a zone. It's fine. Here is your zone. It looks like this. Now, when you look at the market or you look at the structure, what is it you get? You get that the market is pushing to the upside. Let's find more information based on the left-hand side. On our left-hand side, this is what you got. Yeah? This information, you may think it is not important up until you learn how to use it. You'll have more clue and understanding of how to use this information. This one from the left-hand side is to add confidence in whatever you're going to be doing because of now you know the whole thing, right? So now you can see that you had a trend line. The trend line was broken. They went all the way up. They came back to test the trend line. Now, as they reversed, they left this pattern. Again, if you know this pattern, let me know in the comment section which pattern is this one. So now you can see it looks like this. The market came back again here. Solar. What is it you have here? You have a trend line that is pushing the market up. Again, you have the same mystery pattern that is pushing the market up. If you know this pattern, let me know in the comment section. Again, the market is going where? Up. Traders are going to step in and do it and buy the. Okay, sharp. Let's move to smaller time frame. Our smaller time frame is going to be 4-hour chart. It is our job and our responsibility to take time when we analyze as traders. It is our job to check off the things that we are not supposed to notice that can cause us to take losses in the market. So right now, if you check, we need to focus on this downtrend now. The market has reached this mystery pattern that I asked, this one. So if you check that mystery pattern, if you check from this mystery pattern, this one is very strong. The market reversed and then started a new trend. As you can see, the market was going up until the market started reversing. So whatever they left here while the market was going up, they used almost everything. Hence, they even used this one. Now there's nothing left. So we have to pay attention to this. Now, if we pay attention to what happened here, what are we doing now? We move to this downtrend. The market is now pushing up, right? We come to roughly to this level. We check what is it we have that can cause the market to change the direction there. If the market moves above, you move to what happened here. If the market moves above, you move to what happened there. Can you see that? Again, you can get your first time touch of your trend line here, your second time touch of your trend line here. The market will give you a break of structure. It might come down and continue with the trend. Okay, sharp. Let's continue. Let's continue. Now, look at this. Let's move roughly to smaller time frame. We're going to come back to higher time frame. If you check here, let's check on 2-hour. I just want to see something. 1 hour, very quick. On 1 hour, this is what we got. Sorry. On 1 hour, this is what we got. From the left-hand side, the market gave us this mystery don, if you know what this is, right? You're going to mark this one as your zone. Let's just mark it as a zone, but we're going to remove it in no time. This is your zone, right? As this is your zone, what do you do now? You move again to look for something. Remember, our job now is to pay attention to what happened here. To pay attention to what happened here. Now, let me erase almost everything again and start afresh. Already, we got the direction, right? We got the direction. Now, this is what we have to do. Take your trend line, move your trend line to your right-hand side. You have something like this. Why? Here is your first time touch. Second time touch, your trend line was broken. They came back to the trend line. Okay, let's remove the markings of the trend line. What else we got? The break of structure here. You go to 45 to 30 minutes, you're going to get a break of structure there. What happened? If you look closer, let me zoom in. This is how you take your time, guys. Don't rush. Here's your support. Your support was broken. It was not even tested. You can see that the market turned there. There's a space up there. That means it was not tested. The market came back. The market tried to go down, but there was a broken trend line that was supposed to be tested. Someone was patiently waiting for the market to reach this level so that they can sell. They placed their stop losses above. The market went through their stop losses because of this trend line, and then the market went down. As the market was going down, move to your left hand side. Can you see that? I'll ask again, which pattern is this one? If you know this pattern, let me know in the comment section. Again, let's go back to higher time frame, of which is going to be a 4 hour, and do what we are doing again. Now, we are on 4 hour chart. You know that, okay, fine. The market has reversed. Now the market is breaking, trying to push up. If you check, this is 4 hour chart. The market was just consolidating, and already, if you take your horizontal line and place it just above and mark this one as a zone again, you can see that the market was tested by this candlestick, two of them, and then they tried to go down, they failed. Now they are trying to push up. What you can do here now, you can just add your trend line like this. This is for those who are trading trend lines and wait. You just have how many touches? 2 touches only on this trend line. What you have to do here is wait. You just have to wait and do nothing and just observe what is the market going to do. The market might continue to the upside, and then later on it will come back to this level. But we're going to get more information as we are going down the time frame. I'm going to erase everything again. Now we focus on the current trend. Let's move to 3 hour chart. On 3 hour chart, use your line chart as well. You got your minor resistance here, but I will have to use the candlesticks, but I'll mark the body as well. Hence, I mentioned that this is how I do it. Oh, flip, I took a trend line. Remove it. This is my resistance. The resistance was broken. They went all the way up. As they were going up, they came back to test. Now, what are they doing? They are moving to the upside. You check the level here is more or less the same level with the continuation pattern with the break of structure. That's what we were doing on smaller time frame now. Okay, sharp. Let's move to 2 hour chart. On 2 hour chart, everything is clear. Now, if you check on 2 hour chart, add your trend line like this from here as your first time touch and your second time touch. What are you going to get there? Nevertheless, you miss this opportunity. Wait for the market to go up. If you are only trading trend lines, just use the one that is below and wait. You have this continuation pattern. The market might go up, it will come down. As it comes down, it will match with this continuation pattern and the trend line you're getting. You continue with the market to the upside, just like that. Yeah? Don't just say, oh, okay, I've missed this entry, I have to get in. Now, your entry was supposed to look like this. Your entry was supposed to look like this. Yeah? Now, if you're going to get in where the market is right now, your entry is going to be something else that I don't know. It's going to look like this, and that's not good. Even if the market continues to the upside, this is a good setup, but I don't prefer you to do it like this because of if the market goes against you, you'll find yourself losing a lot. But if you had a chance to get in accurately on the trend line, you're going to lose less if the market was going to be against you. And this one allows you to risk more than what you have. But I don't recommend anyone to risk more than what you guys have. Risk normal, knowing very well if the market goes against you, you'll still survive. Nice. Sharp, ne? All right. Again, if it is your first time you come across my YouTube channel, do not forget to like and subscribe and also share this information with everyone. I'm gonna be greedy, eh? Sharp. There's a lot that I want us to talk about with this current situation. And then based on what I've seen yesterday on someone's life, we're gonna talk about that as well. Now, if you look at this one on 1 hour chart, everything is clear. Look at this again. This is what I kept on saying to those who are trading trend lines. Here's your first time touch. Here's your second time touch. Your second time touch is what we confirm with. Now we have a trend line. What do we do? Wait for the market to come back and give us the touch. This is 1 hour. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to wait for 5 hours. This is the key for you to become profitable. But if you cannot wait, then I'm sorry. Now, here is the $1,000,000 thing that I wanted to talk about, guys. If you got my ebook, you know what is happening here. Let me erase. If you got my ebook, you know what is happening. Let's check 45 minutes or 30 minutes. Here we are on 30 minutes. Starting from here, moving to the right-hand side, this is your resistance. Can you see that? This is your resistance level. It starts from here. Already what they did, they penetrated this resistance, showing that when we come back to this level, we're going to break it. But they did not go down. Instead, they went up. If you add a trend line like this, it's a sell. Let's verify that. Excuse me. Can you see that? It's a sell, but at the same time, that's your resistance level. And then as that is our resistance level, we have two touches on this resistance. I'm going to show you the touches that I am talking about. You have two touches on that resistance. Let's use a line chart so that you can see the touches that I am talking about. This is the first time touch. This is the second time touch of the resistance. The market went down. It moved away from the resistance, and then it went up to the trend line. I said to you, whenever you're going to identify a resistance and you notice that it has two touches, on the third one, they penetrated the resistance. It's a signal that when they come back, they will break. Hence, you can see they went above this resistance level, and it was broken. It became the support on the right-hand side. Always pay attention to things like this. Nah. All right. Right. Let's check. The person that I stumbled upon his life yesterday, I think he was selling somewhere here. He was selling somewhere. Let me check on 30 minutes. There was a continuation pattern, yes, here. He was selling somewhere here. And I was like, how can you sell this? He was expecting the market to come down from here. His stop loss was roughly on the resistance, like this. And then he was expecting the market to continue to the downside. And I was like, dude, the market is going to your stop loss. And then now the market will just come back to the continuation pattern, and then the market will continue to the upside. Unfortunately, if I wanted to prove that, I was supposed to grab a screenshot, but that's not necessary at some point. What I want you to learn, guys, is to understand the market from higher time frame and come back to smaller time frame and prepare for your entry. Don't just jump in just because of you have feelings. I feel like the market's gonna do this, the market's gonna do that. No, we don't feel here. We don't feel here. We use what is presented to us. That's it. Your feelings they don't matter here. If you want to blow, use your feelings. But if you want to make money, use what they presented to you. Here is your trend line. You may think they might not come back to this trend line. They might come back to this trend line. Move to your left-hand side. On this particular time frame, here is your resistance. It comes from your left-hand side. It was a support. It was broken. The market will reach this. The market will go up there. It will come down somewhere here. It might go there or somewhere here. We will just see what is happening. And then they continue to the upside. They will fill this gap. and come down to test a flip. They'll fill this gap and come back and test this level as what? As support. You can see that you got two touches there, but we're gonna count this one as one because of this is 30 minutes. So we're gonna count this one as one. The market will go up, it will come down. And then Itatamanda here, it continues to the upside. And if you do have a question, feel free to ask. And guys, as much as I am planning or I am anticipating this move, I'm not going to get in blindly. I'll just observe what the market is doing. Already here is your continuation pattern. They came back to test the continuation pattern. For an example, let's use this. Let me go to 15 minutes. This is a good example of what I've been explaining to you guys. Here is your resistance. How many touches we got on that resistance? 1, 2, 3. And then look at this. Resistance with 3 touches. What does that mean? What is written in the ebook? I said in the ebook, the more touches we have on the support or on the resistance, the weaker the level, right? And then now you notice that you got 3 touches there. People, what are they going to do now? This is excuse me, this is 15 minutes. They will step in here and buy or flip. They will step in and buy. They will get in here and place their stop losses below. What did the market do? The market went through their stop losses and then all the way up. Again, hence I keep on saying, whatever you do, pay attention to your left-hand side. Our left-hand side, after they have broken this resistance, this is your resistance again. The market gave you how many touches on the resistance? 3 touches again. What happened? They pushed the market down to this continuation pattern. So when I say to you, whatever you do in the market, pay attention to what happened before the breakout. Pay attention to what happened before the breakout. This is what, I don't know, the Sharanjan, but this is what I've been explaining to you guys. Pay attention to what happened before the breakout. Let's build back your confidence with your strategy of it's going to be breakout structure or breakout strategy. If you gave up on this strategy, you can use it again. But your job now is to pay attention to what happened before they break. This is 15 minutes, but if you don't trade on 15 minutes, it's fine. Even if you are trading on 15 minutes or any time frame, pay attention to what happened before they break out. Né? That one is your serious job. We move again. As we are anticipating that the market will continue to the upside, what is it we get? Now the market tested this continuation pattern, started reversing. It went up, it came down, it went up, it came back roughly to this level. We don't know why, but now you add your trend line like this, it makes sense. Now, what do? You extend this trend line to your right hand side. You wait for the market to go all the way up and come back to your trend line before you get in. Can you see that? That's what you do if you want to become profitable in the market. Take your time. Don't jump in just because of you have feelings. My feelings was even a good girlfriend, good boyfriend, not here. If your goal is to become profitable in the market, don't come with your feelings here. I know for a fact that we have people that jump in on a moving trend based on the size of the candlestick. You got someone who jumped in here, assuming the market is going up. Let's say maybe someone jumped in here, the market went up, they were excited with their profit, the next thing the market came back down. As the market was going down, they were like, oh, flip, it's a sell. They started selling, the market went up. Now they panicked. They started looking at this candlestick again. It's huge. The market is now going up. We have broken this. Means the market is continuing to the upside. Let me get in and buy. He went in, he bought here, the market came back down. Flip the market, it's losing momentum. You can just see by the candlestick here, the market starts a downtrend, started selling, the market went up. By the time the market reaches this higher high here, They were like, oh, flip, the market is now going to the upside. They started buying here. The market was creating a higher again. And then the market came back down. Where was the market going? To the trend line. If you were trading trend lines, your job was to wait for the market to give you the third touch. And then that's where you're going to step in and do what and buy. If the market did not reach this trend line, we don't want to see you buying anywhere, selling anywhere. You miss your entry on the trend line, let the market go. You'll find another trend line. You jump in here, the market reverses. For an example, let me show you what I'm talking about. You see, you're supposed to get your entry here, your stop loss below, right? And then you notice later, oh, flip, the market is roughly up there. You start buying there just because of now you want to be on this move. You start buying there after you place your stop loss below. Look at the second candlestick. It pushed all the way down to close to 80% of your entry. 80%. The next thing, the market continued to the upside. Whosoever that jump in here and place their stop loss, they were kicked out. The next thing, the market went to their direction. Why they do things like this? It is because of they know how you think. They know how you approach the market. Let me carry it here. Let me carry it here. If you do have a question, feel free to come to me. Feel free to comment. Whatever you need, let me know in the comment section. If you don't have the ebook, make sure that you get the ebook. It will help you big time, guys. And again, if you enjoy my content, please do not forget to like and subscribe as well. Do not forget to like and subscribe as well. That one will help you big time.